Hi, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot, LPHtarot. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and we're going to see what comes out of the cards as the most valuable message for us at this time. Starting with the what the frequency is going on WTF deck of my own creation. Thank you. This is aggressive, obsessed, and do it for you. Aggressive, obsessed, and do it for you. All good and fine as long as you're doing it for you. What is it that you've been going hard at? What is it that you've been going extra at? What is it you've been obsessed with? Okay, let me see what's at the bottom of the deck. 3 C's. Contact, context, content. This card came out when we were talking about what we're focused on for materialization. What context do you see it in? How do you connect with the energy? Make contact with the energy. Okay, how do you contact the energy? What context do you speak it in? And what's the content? And how content are you with it? A lot of play on words going on in there, but it's time to do it for you. So intuitively, the first thing I see is shout outs to Janine, High Vibes Tribe. I see Kat. I see Brooklyn. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. And I just see like you are here being very focused on how you are focused, like cleaning up the way you focus, cleaning up the way you visualize, cleaning up, purifying it. Being more aware of, sensitive to, and in tune with anywhere where you're not speaking advantageously, and then immediately flipping that script and turning it to a more advantageous point. What are these 3 cards? We have the Empress, we have the Moon, and we have the Ace of Wands. And since they came out the way they did, I was guided to pull them, see them, all that. The 5 of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's do the bell on this. All right. So I see in the past there with this 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, there was some sadness, there was some sorrows, there was regrets. There was a lot of things that you could sit up here and complain to me about. You could totally just to sit up here and complain. But I see like you realize like I'm better than that. I deserve better than that. I don't want to sit around here and just be negative Nancy, woe is me, Wanda, you know what I'm saying? And if those are your names, please don't take offense. It's just what pops through at the time. So sadness about family, about sadness about the end of a relationship. The 10 of Pentacles has come through for me before as divorce. It's like a cycle wrapping itself up. Sadness about the end of a contract. This is like that whole kiss and say goodbye energy. This is like the end of the road and releasing something energy from, and the 4 of Cups is there because somebody didn't want it. Somebody did not want it. Okay. 4 of Cups, the not wanting, the not choosing the family, not choosing the long term, not choosing that led to sadness. Okay. But even in that state, it brought you to a greater self-awareness of how you use your energy, of just what your energy was capable of when you focus it and what you focus it on. This is a strong awareness. The Empress is a strong awareness that what you focus on grows, that energy grows. Yeah. The Moon card is here saying there's some things that right now you just don't know, and that's okay. There's some things that you could be confused about. You could be saying to anywhere where this was about a relationship with somebody else, you could be saying to yourself, I don't even see how, I don't even see who, I just don't see it. Anywhere where this was about you having to choose, for somebody, this was between yourself and your mother. Oh, that's so difficult. That is a difficult thing. If you've got to choose between, what is healthy for you and embracing family when it feels like you're in that position, that is very difficult. So I see somebody here had to release a connection with their mother, and they're right now processing a lot of heavy and difficult emotions around that. I do see as you move through this, you are with this Ace of Wands, you're going to come into a lot of power. You're going to come into a resilience. You're going to come into a newfound spark, a new desire in life to act from a more empowered state of being. It's like you're going to take all that sadness that was and turn it into your power. This is where, like, oh, my mom was a crap mom. And, as a result, I decide that I'm going to do it different. I'm going to do it my own way. And then you go out there and you do an amazing job. And it's almost even, there's careful for overcompensating is what I'm hearing. Careful for overcompensating. We don't want to begin to overcompensate in that case. But there is this energy of, I heard, what you needed and that you didn't have. As a result, what you want to provide. And so it's like not having helps us to identify what we want to choose. And in this case, I see that. Now, I also see somebody here who has had some disappointments because they had a fortune, at least a small fortune, but they had some sort of fortune. And I am talking finances now. There's somebody here who had some sadness around it's like family sorrow, caused the loss of some fortune. There was some fortune that was lost. Could be definitely surrounding some family sorrow. Yeah, I see that in the past you had attracted a nice chunk of change, a nice stack of folding papers, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, how did I get here? How did I get here? You're saying to yourself, how did I get here from that place? This Ace of Wands is saying, listen, you did it before, you can do it again. And I just see you doing it again. I see you doing it again. They're saying, remember how were you contacting the fortune that you attracted before? What was the context and what was the content, and how content were you when you attracted the fortune before? Because they're saying recycle, rehash, and reuse that same energy to do it again. And this time you don't do it for the family, because that's what I got here. It's like you did it for the family, or it was something about the family, but now it's like it's got to be for you. This is like a mother who materializes great wealth, great financial success, stability, abundance, prosperity in order to care for her family. But now that she's, an empty nester, welcome to the crew. She's got to find it in herself to do it for herself, not just for everyone else in the family. That energy is here too. I also see someone who has had a long cycle. I see a 10-year cycle. Okay, a 10-year cycle of processing rejection, abandonment, and sadness and sorrow energies in your life. And is this 10-year period, I just see a random assortment of experiences that were coming up in your life to bring it to the forefront, to bring it to the front of your consciousness. And I just see over the last 10-year period, specifically they're saying 10 years. So I'm recording this on November 7th, 2024. That's telling me since, about the end of 2014, you have been in this period of processing a lot of pain, a lot of sorrow, a lot of the things that had hurt you in life, the hurts that you were carrying. You have been processing them. I see that you found that a lot of that was attached to your mother for some of you, and for others of you, it was attached to your self-worth or lack of it. It's as though everything over that last 10 years was, and for some of you it was both, was pushing you to find your own value, your own worth. Even if the rest of the world could not see it, find your own value, find your own worth. And it could, I just saw for somebody, it was for a few of you, it was a very long-term relationship that has recently come to an end, because in that long-term relationship, it did the same thing that a bunch of other relationships did in someone else's life, which was, you know what, you deserve better than this. It just got you to realizing, like, you deserve better than this, you deserve better than this, you deserve better than this. This moon cycle, this moon here is saying it's time for the cycles to change. And this Ace of Wands here is saying you're pulling your power out of that cycle. You're pulling your power out of that situation. So I'm really excited about this reading for all of you. But let's go ahead, and I want to see what animal spirit is with this. I use them, and yeah, and I want to get a dragon card too. So we're gonna do the animal spirit. We're gonna do a dragon oracle. Put that down so I can remember. Oh my gosh, I pulled the book out on the Spanish reading. Still didn't read from the dang book. Oh my goodness. Anyways, so is there something here about a recent, like, coulda, shoulda, woulda, dang, but I didn't? Okay, they're saying it's okay. The message is delivered. What needed to be accomplished was accomplished. Either way, it's like, don't beat yourself up about it now. So you didn't do this part you wanted to. Okay, it's fine. You did the best you could, and there's a reason. What I'm hearing is there's a reason why you did not remember. There's a reason why you did not do that one thing that you thought you were going to do. And it's like you had everything there prepared to do it, but you didn't do it. Okay, why? Well, it was creating a stronger level of awareness in you. They're showing me a stronger level of awareness through real life, real experience, human life experience, where you didn't do the thing that you intuitively knew you should. So I see somebody cycling back to the house because, once you left, because you told yourself, oh, I got to remember to grab that when I head out. Intuitively, you knew. You gave yourself the guidance, but you did not heed the warning. You didn't put it in your pocket just then. Therefore, you had to cycle back to the house. You had already left. You had to go around the block, go around the neighborhood. I don't know what it was. You had to go back for it because when you first saw that you should pick it up and put it in your pocket, you didn't listen. You were going to do that first and then come back for it, and you would remember. No, you did not. Okay, so this is all little things like this happening. For some of you, it's something larger, but I just see like something you carry in your pocket, right? And they're saying this is training for you. This is training for you. Spirit is trying to train you on how to move with the intuitive, spiritual, angelic, higher self guidance, divine, okay, guidance in real time. In your real time, they just showed me, how super spies, it's secret agent mans, they have them little earpiece. They have a little earpiece that connects them to the whole team. And they can maneuver because, the team has a floor plans. The team can see through the camera system and all sorts. They got all sorts of gadgets and goodies, and they have access, and so they just speak to you. They speak to you about that, and they tell you where it's at, and they tell you to turn here. They tell you to wait because the bad guys are passing, or the other guy, whatever, good, bad, indifferent. Okay, I'm here, indifferent. The other side, the opposition. Wait, not yet. Okay, go now, type of shit. So it's like, that's what's happening with you. There's a training happening in your life. It's a spiritual training. And this training is to create an intimate awareness with you and your soul team, your spirit team, your dream team, your all stars, right? So that you can receive that message in real time for real life maneuverability, for real life guidance here and now. And so anywhere where you didn't catch it, they're showing me it's like a practice maneuvers. This is like training. It's training day, babe. It's training. And so by the time it's time to use it in the field, is the way I'm hearing. By the time it's time to use this ability in the field, in other words, when it really matters, you're going to have this down pat because they're training you now. See, your spirit team is just like all those secret agents that are inside of the van, watching the computer screens, watching the camera screens, watching the movements of everybody that doesn't even realize that they're watching, right? and they're maneuvering you. So there's this very strong urging happening to you to follow the guidance. For some of you, you're going to notice, well, when I leave at the time that I said, I turns out like I avoided an accident, or maybe you just caught all green lights and clear lanes on the way, or maybe you got front row parking, or maybe you got stepped out of the car and found a $10 bill on the floor, or maybe you were the first one in line, or maybe you were the 100th customer in a new restaurant and you got a free plate, or maybe you were the first, the one to find the last one on the shelf in your size, the only one in the store. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. It was all you hoped for and more that you didn't know that you wanted. What? Okay. So it's like, in other words, they're training right now us, the collective, you, through human experiences in our everyday waking life, to teach us to be receptive and to listen and to follow the guidance in real time, not on a delay. It's like taking it from the past. So I hear there's been a lot of guidance about the past, but taking it from the past, taking it from the future and bringing it into now, because I'm hearing, because now is your point of most power. This is your most powerful point, is now. The actions, it's like I'm seeing the steps that you take now cause ripples in specific directions. The ripples in those specific directions is exactly what you want. This is exactly what you wanted. Okay, this is exactly what you want. This is exactly what you wanted. Okay. Whew. So let's see what spirit animal is coming out to guide us at this time. We have the goal. We have the goal. Oh, okay, I see it there. So there's a goal here. It's like the back of her head. Interesting. So let's see what it says. The symbolism is water, creation, and emotions. The gull, a creature of the sea and sky, symbolically links the lower earthly world with the upper world of the spirit. It is also a symbol of unrestrained emotion. In a Northwest Native American legend, an angry gull kills a raven, one of the most powerful totems that had invaded the gull's beach. A great war between ravens and gulls for dominion of the beach ensues. In the end, the gull is subdued and the two birds share power over the shore. In the painting, the gull appears with a nautilus mollusk and the image of amphitrite, 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 the ancient Greek sea goddess who governs the emotions. The gull, nautilus, and the goddess are all associated with water, the primordial element of creation and life. This is definitely right now, like what I'm getting from this gull energy is all about these emotions. It's all about processing these emotions that leads into more power. But the gull, anywhere where you're living near the water or not, and you're hearing the gulls outside, they tend to be pretty loud, or seeing them, right? But there's something here about this fact that the raven and the gull share power over the shore. So somebody here, is there a raven in your experience? Is there a person named Raven? Is there an actual raven bird? You know, whatever it is, I just see like there's something about share. Oh, thank you. Okay, so they just showed me the most power you're going to come into is when you have the balance of the light and the dark. And so what I'm hearing is some of you have not been understanding why right now you're embracing some shadow aspects in some sort of fashion. I see somebody who joined a fight club. I see somebody who's watching horror flicks. I see somebody who's doing some dark artwork. And I don't mean dark magic. I see dark artwork, like paintings, drawings, something like that. There's some sort of healthy way of embracing some very dark shit in yourself. Okay, that's happening right now. Okay, because here we have the very light side. The only way that could be more clear is if that was actually the sun, but they're using the symbolism and the coloration of those cards to show that to me. So it's like when the love and light balances with the shadow bitch and inner gangster, and all that comes together in a mastered self-awareness, boom, you have power over the shore. You have, boom, again, power over the shore is what I'm seeing. And so that was really interesting the way that came through. Let's see what Dragon Oracle card is coming through for today. It's the Air Dragon. Helps you rise above earthly matters, communicate honestly, brings inspiration and hope, see life from a higher perspective. And you got to do it for you. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull another tarot deck. I want to use my pictorial key tarot. And I just want to go and pull a spread now that we have seen what just wanted to come out. I want to get some more. So let's see. Connecting the body and the body. Connecting the body, heart, and mind. Connecting the body and the spirit. Connecting the heart, mind, and the body. Connecting the heart, mind, and heart. Connecting the heart, mind, and the spirit. Connecting the spirit and the body. Connecting the spirit, heart, and mind. And connecting the spirit and the spirit. Remember, the more tuned in, tapped in, turned on you are, the more your spirit team knows that you're here listening, the more your higher self, your angels, your ancestors, guides, ancestors, angels, ancestors, and guides know that you're here listening. And so then the more that we receive the messages for you that matter the most right now. And so that's liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, all those good things that let the universe know that you're totally here. So let's see what you have now. Okay. What you're materializing. Okay. What you should surrender and leave to the energy, to the universe. Okay. What to begin and bring in. Okay. And what helps you. What assists you. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, but she is very set, focused on making change in her life. So much so that she establishes and honors some very strong boundaries. She has the ability through experience to cut out illusions, to see clearly, to not get confused by manipulations or external influences. She is so in tune with herself that she knows how to separate from her emotions and her intellect and tell which is which. Okay. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, boundary queen. All right. She could be called, it's funny when you have your boundaries firm set. Now you toxic. Now you crazy. Now you a bitch. But that's exactly what she gets called. People call her they call her the ice queen. They call her the bitch of the tarot. She's the bitter ex. She's the bitter ex for somebody. She's a bitter ex, which means that you had some relationships that taught you that you needed to have some fucking boundaries about yourself. The Queen of Swords also don't get caught up and get played with emotions. Like people will try to tell some things to her, and she's like, I'm not falling for that stuff. She's like, she doesn't fall for the boo-hoo. She doesn't fall for the okadoke. She doesn't fall for the woe is me. She doesn't fall for all the emotional manipulation shit. Like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm gonna do because blah, 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 blah. And meanwhile, she's hearing, hey, I need you to do this for me, but I don't want to ask you. I want you to offer it to me. So do this for me. And she's like, fuck, no. And she'll be the one to be like, you know what? Actually, I got to take this call. I got to get out of here. We'll catch up next time type of a thing. Yeah, she has no problem with setting a boundary and walking away and seeing beyond the dry begging. She sees beyond the emotional manipulations and the attempts to get into her Heart. She has a very, like, look at how her dress has a jacket over it, right? And there's this, like, this fur bordering, but it all goes right over her chest. She's very covered up. She's covered up, she's closed up, she's tucked in. She is not um open. I'm hearing to negotiation. She's not open to just anybody. You can't just get in there. She's covered up. She keep herself warm. You know what I'm saying? She ain't waiting for somebody to come around her and warm her up. You can call her the ice queen because it's cold out there, right? But inside this jacket, it's nice and warm, she said. So let me see. What do you have now? You have, oh, the King of Cups, and he is here in reverse. You have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in reverse. You have an emotional fucking manipulator. You have an emotional manipulator here. Wow. Okay. So what are you materializing? The Four of Swords. You're materializing a goddamn break. You're some time off, putting this situation to rest. Chill and heal. Yeah, you have an emotional manipulator. Somebody who try to boo-hoo, woe is me, all that shit that she don't fall for, that Queen of Swords down there don't fall for. This is somebody who's like, oh, I miss you. And then my grandson's coming through. Grandma, is that just somebody that you used to know? Yes, grandson, that's somebody that I used to know. They were asking me, why do I have a different last name? To explain. I was done with my little grandson, 10 years old, talking to Grandma, is that just somebody that you used to know? Yes, mijo, that's exactly what it is. That's how this queen, this how you feeling in here. You're like, you know what? It's just somebody that I used to know. There's somebody who tells you they love you, but you know that those words are fucking manipulative tactics. Man, raise your hand if you ever had somebody tell you that, oh, it's because I love you. And you know that they were just playing with you. They were just trying to see what else they can get you to do. That's what I see. What are you materializing? A goddamn break. Time off. Baby, go ahead and cry about me. You can lay up there and cry about me all you want to, because I'm not in your experience anymore. I'm out the door. Okay. And then I hear Vogue, never gonna get it, 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 never gonna get it. You never get it. Oh, whoa. Okay, that's what I heard. So let's see what to surrender to the universe. See, I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is the lower arcana, the minor arcana strength card, actually. 9, because it's a 9 of Wands, it reverts back to the hermit energy. So what to surrender to the universe, what to leave out in the energy is like, I have all the strength. I've done it on my own. And you know what? That person is blocked. If you want that person unblocked, you better figure out how to get them in, because I'm not unblocking them. That's the message. That's the energy. So I just feel like somebody here, they come in, they try to play off of your emotions. That shit might have worked before, because you maybe got them mommy issues that you've been healing, right? That shit could have totally worked. You have those self-value issues. So when they come in and they tell you, oh, I love you, but it's because I love you, and all this shit. I know I do without. Well, of course the fuck you don't. But anyways, the point is, you didn't have the nerve, the gall, or the inner strength at that point to say that. Well, now you do. You know, you have, like I said, you had a lot of sorrows in your past. You used to question your value and your worth. But now I just feel like you have no problem blocking the muckahuckahoo. You know what I'm saying? The Nine of Wands is what you leave out in the universe, what you leave out in the energy, what you surrender over. Is like, listen, I blocked them. If you want them unblocked, if you want somebody in my life, yeah, no, you can unblock it. But no, I'm not doing it. Fuck that. You don't have to force me, higher self, angels, ancestors, God. You gonna have to force this, because I'm not doing it. I ain't doing it. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Yeah, you just like, you listen. They can cry all they want to. They can cry all they want to. Yeah, they miss you. Yeah, they miss you. Yeah, they miss you. They coulda, shoulda, would. I could have loved you. I should have loved you. I would have loved, but you didn't. Sorry, mucka hucka, who you didn't. Now you coming around trying to rope a person back in with all this emotional manipulations. What you need to bring in? The Hangman energy. And that's the only one that came out right side up. It was flipped over. It showed itself to us first, is what to bring in, which is another perspective. But this isn't talking to me about you getting another perspective. It's like leave that mucka hucka who on red, on block, because all that time that they're on red and block and ignored and not available to access your energy is showing them another perspective. It's like your block game tight. Your Queen of Swords, I got these boundaries. I got these limits. I honor my value and my worth. And bitch, I'm gone with the moon energy ghosting. That gives somebody, yeah, because this moon is saying somebody can't see you no more. They're like, you could be having some confusion about what the heck, but at the end of the day, they don't know where you at. They can't. Where have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Nope. Ain't nobody seen her around here. And even if we had, we wouldn't be telling you. This person needs to know what it's like. It's like they didn't appreciate the value of your presence. Well, maybe they'll value your absence then. And if not, either way, you know what? No matter, it ain't gonna have no effect on you today. Yeah. What's helping you in this is the Judgment card, baby. Your freedom is what's helping you. Your freedom is what's helping you. Cause I just got to be free. 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 Yeah, you got your freedom. You got a rebirth. You're liberated. They can't touch you. Can't touch us. Da-na-na-na. Da-da. Da-da. Can't touch us. Okay. And as you call it out, so it comes about. You could even told this person, listen, you're gonna love me. And oh, you're gonna love me. You're gonna wanna hug me and squeeze me. And oh, yeah, they are. They are. You could have told this person, baby, you better do me right while I'm here. Because if not, when I'm gone, oh, you really gonna want me then. You gonna miss me. You're gonna wanna hug me. You're gonna wanna squeeze me and hold me and kiss me. And you know what? If get your shit together, sir, ma'am, because I'll be gone. You keep playing these games with me, I'll be gone. You better love me while you have the chance, because if you don't, I'll be gone. And it's like, you could have told them, yeah. This is like showing me where you could have told them, my block game is real. Oh, I don't block no, I do. So they could tell, I don't block no, but I do. You say I do, I'll block you. You play with me, I will block you. I'm telling you now. So do right by me. You're like, do right by me. I'm here. Do right by me while I'm here. Because the minute you don't love me and treat me right, I will block you. And guess what? You blocked them. And you disappeared. You ghosted them. Now they can't find you no more. You're like, you're like a whisper of smoke that disappears out of their life. I just see, it's like, you magically just disappear out of their life. It's like all of a sudden now you're on another dimension. Now you're on another timeline. Now you're on another side of town. You're in another state. You're in another country. I don't know. Some of y'all literally actually moved to another physical location. But a lot of you, I just feel like you're not on the same fucking wavelength, and y'all just ain't meshing, ain't vibrating, and you got that lock game tight. Like you know, when I say get your ass in the cage, that it's like that shit works, and they stay the fuck away from me, which is what the cage is. The cage is no longer accessing my energy from anywhere. So what's helping you is, as you've decided, like somebody or something has no access to your energy, you do it for you. The universe hears you. And that's the other meaning we have for this Judgment card that Spirit gave me, is as you call it out, so it comes about. So that's what I have coming out in this message for you. I'm so thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Do all the YouTube stuff. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Hey, 감사합니다. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.